South East Radio's morning mix. Alan Corcoran. Chat, news and your views.
Yes, it's your morning mix. We're coming to you live from the Wexford Local Enterprise Office. Leo, as it's known affectionately, business training courses, workshops and clinics. If you are enthused by what you're hearing this morning, you simply go to www.localenterprise.ie/Wexford. If you have an idea and you want to take it a step further, I suggested you that. And there are lots of people, I've met them over the last number of weeks, who have ideas. And one of them who has had an idea and turned it into a reality is Declan Jones. Good morning to you, Declan.
Morning, Alan.
Declan, you're sitting here in the local enterprise office now, but I presume that you availed of the service many moons ago. And if you did, and I know you did, so why did you?
Well, we needed, any startup is short on resources and you need help from wherever you can get it. So a lot of the government-driven initiatives, people like the Leo office or the County Enterprise Board as it was before, would have been who we approached in order to get that help. So we've had a lot of assistance from Leo in terms of mentoring. We've been working with who we would consider world-class people who were on that mentoring panel and available to companies who are starting on the journey. You know, even though I've had a lot of personal background in business, in a startup it's very different, and you're doing things from the bootstrapping kind of approach with very little resource, and so you need to pull in all that help you can get.
I like that terminology, bootstrapping. Look, I'm going to go the opposite to the way I went with Trudy. I left it till midway through the interview to ask her about her background. What is your background? Who is Declan Jones?
Well, Wexford born and bred, so I would have lived on the main street many moons ago. Went to CBS school, so most of my business career though has been in Dublin. So I've worked in Dublin, I've worked in London, Washington, in the USA, with blue chip companies most of the time, and done a lot of sort of software engineering type work, and then managing that and sales and promotion, marketing, that type of activity. You know, launching new products for large multinationals. Very different world now. We're launching a brand new business in Wexford with a lot less resource, but with a lot of ambition to grow nationally and internationally.
When you say you were reared at Wexford Main Street, were you reared into a business background then?
Yeah. My mother would have run a clothing shop, a children's drapery shop.
What was it called?
Street Margaret's. So it would have been opposite Johnny Cane's, for anyone who remembers Johnny Cane's butcher shop. So yeah, I'd have a lot of fond memories of that area on Main Street.
Your dad didn't work in Pearson's by
Indeed, yeah. Harry Jones, yeah.
Knew him well.
Yeah, you would have.
Gentleman.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you are. So your background is in Wexford. So then this journey you took, Declan, where did it take you? Can you just flesh that out a little bit more for me, the various, as you say, blue chip companies you worked for?
Yeah, I guess I would have worked for those GE, Fujitsu, ICL, worked through those and ran their European software centre for Fujitsu. And then I suppose a change happened and I needed to move. I would have had to move with that career to the UK. Didn't want to do that with family reasons. And so moved into consulting business and consulting with large financial institutions. And then a few years ago we said there's got to be a better way. A lot of personal work would have been done with fundraising, like anybody else, kids involved in different community groups, etc. And doing fundraising. Always thought there's got to be a better way to do that. And so we came up with an idea that plays to the strength of not-for-profit groups and helps them fundraise, and they do that through shopping. So what a lot of people like doing, we do that.
We'll get on to that at the moment, or in a moment. Was there always a part of you where you wanted to be your own boss? Having worked for such big corporations, you've listed off, as you say, the blue chip companies, some big names in your portfolio, but was there always a part of Declan Jones, want to be my own boss?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of large companies, allow that to some extent. They allow an entrepreneurial spirit, and that's a good thing. But doing it for yourself is different. And, certainly in my personal history, I would have had times where I remember many years ago starting a second-hand school bookshop up the lane off the main street in Stonebridge Lane, driven by my mother as well at that time. So certainly that drive there, that ambition to have your own business and control things and do something for your own community.
Hand in hand with, the train of thought this morning is quite remarkable, because even within the space of a year, how much things have evolved. Like the last item was online marketing, before that LinkedIn, and now I'm talking about apps with you, because apps have become all important, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. An app is a lot of people do so much work on mobile devices, whether that's on your iPad or your Android device or your iPhone. So an app is a really crucial technology channel to customers. But at the end of the day, it's about the service you provide.
So what is an app?
So, well, an app is just a piece of software that's usually quite specialized and does something very well. And in our case, that's a shopping app that lets you also donate to your causes, the causes you're a member of.
Okay, so how do you then make that a business for you? The fact that you say you can donate to causes, what's in it for you?
Yeah, so as a business, basically what we do, we provide something to merchants that's very valuable, retailers in local retailers. So we allow local retailers to promote their businesses to the members of not-for-profit groups. So not-for-profit groups have great following, great local memberships, etc. So you can actually have quite a big audience as a retailer, as a merchant, by saying, actually, I'll partner with various not-for-profits. It might be, I'm interested in sporting groups or, social drama groups, community groups, whatever it is, you as a merchant on our system can partner with those groups and then promote your business by means of special offers, cash discounts, whatever it might be that you want to promote your business. And then as people see those offers through our app, they avail of the offer, redeem in store, and they get to choose actually the cause. They give a little commission back to the cause that they're part of.
And now the big moment, what's the app called?
Hubangel.
Where did you get that name from?
Well, we were looking for a name that sort of encapsulated all of the different groups we try to help in terms of the community groups. So it comprises schools, charities, sports groups, etc. And hub came up to us as a word that describes, those types of groups. They're hubs of activity in their communities, and that's where the hub came from. And the angel, then, there's lots of different parties in this who are angels. The merchants themselves are helping. The punters, the members of the groups are helping, and obviously the Hubangel business is helping. So the angel concept of doing good is important to us.
You say we, so it's more than a one-man operation then, I take it?
It is, yeah. So at the moment, we're a three-person operation. I daren't say a man, on the grounds that my wife and business partner in this, Anne, is very much to the fore of this. So in terms of the finance and running the operations, onboarding, helping the hubs themselves, whereas my background would have been more on the technical product and sales and marketing side. So that's kind of the split. And then we have one part-time person, and our ambition is to grow that in this year.
Okay, link in. I mean, you've given me the story of yourself. You've given me what you've been through, where you grew up, the app itself. But now, can you connect where we are today at the local enterprise office with what you have just achieved? How much did they help you, and how did they help you?
Yeah, we've had a huge amount of help through that mentoring program I mentioned. So we've actually drawn on that extensively. So we've had people like Paula Ronan on the marketing side, Fergal O'Byrne, ex-CEO of Sunru, who's been I would call him a strategic mentor, and he's been massively helpful, and we owe him a great debt, to be honest, to get to where we are today. So we've been pulling in those types of skills, and more recently then we've been working with a lady called Helen Cousins, who's helping us in terms of funding, because this business is cash hungry. We need to grow it, we need to promote it, we need to, as I say, we want to grow, and we have an ambition to grow this, not just within a Wexford Southeast context, but nationally, into the UK and internationally.
So again, marketing is a huge part to play in this, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Have you tapped into that? Do you know that there's a market out there for you to grow it further?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we want to do more of that. So, we're very keen as a product-driven, service-driven company. We obviously have to listen to customers, what they tell us, and we've done, user groups and sampling and research and all of that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, the proof of the pudding's in the eating, and usage of the system, and people, using the platform, connecting their businesses to the members of local groups. And we did a great trial, a great piece of work with Wexford Festival Opera back in last October, when the friends of Wexford Festival Opera came to Wexford Town, were able to enjoy discounts in local restaurants, shopping in boutiques, going to day out destinations. All of that driven through the app, and seeing, hang on, if I shop at these particular merchants, I'm doing a service to my cause. I'm helping Wexford Festival Opera. So that was a huge learning experience for everybody.
That's very important as well. It's not to confuse people. It's not charity organisations. It's social groups. You mentioned clubs and drama groups and the like.
Yeah, any not-for-profit in its broadest sense. We verify that. We make sure that the people involved are true not-for-profits. But it's not just charities. It's community groups, drama groups, hobby groups, sports groups. The list is endless. And it's a great thing that there's so many. Like, we estimate there's about 20,000 of those such groups in Ireland alone.
Thanks, Declan. Pleasure to talk to you, and good luck for the future. That was Declan Jones, Strong Wexford Link there, talking about his creation, hubangel.com, him and his team, I must add, or I'll be in trouble. We're back with you again just after 11. Lots more to get through. More intrepid.